Hello and welcome everyone to the video analysis of Jujutsu Kaisen, Chapter 253, by Ackerman Recap. After a week of eager anticipation, we finally have the first information about the intriguing and extraordinary content of this new chapter. In the previous chapter, we were left with Uraume's bold assertion that the formidable enemy Sukuna had not yet truly unleashed his terrifying full power in the recent battles. And right in this week's chapter, the fearsome Cursed King has clearly demonstrated as one by one potential and formidable warriors are rendered powerless and ruthlessly eliminated from this life-and-death battle. However, alongside this unfavorable negative information, we also have the welcome positive news that not only has Sukuna not used his full power, but even the elderly Master Kusakabe has been cleverly hiding his true abilities since the beginning of this bloody battle. And most importantly, it is the main character Yuta. If Yuta cannot find a way to save himself, it will be a heavy loss, making the plan to permanently defeat Sukuna nearly impossible to realize. We often tend to overlook an important character who has appeared a long time ago, Kusakabe. Although this master has always left the impression of being timid and fearful in many situations, even intending to flee from the battlefield multiple times. However, he is highly regarded for his curse technique fighting abilities by many powerful characters like Nanami and even Gojo. Specifically, when asked about the strongest first-grade sorcerer, Nanami said, "In my opinion, it's Kusakabe." Gojo also acknowledged this except for the top sorcerers of the three major clans. This makes us believe that Master Kusakabe must have been hiding his true talent since the beginning of this horrific battle. Indeed, in the previous Shibuya incident, it was Kusakabe who saved Miwa from being killed by the extremely dangerous Kenjaku with excellent speed and reflexes. Even right before the decisive battle with Sukuna erupted, Kusakabe declared that anyone who wanted to withdraw could do so. This shows that the master had prepared an escape plan in case the situation worsened. However, until now, Kusakabe has remained firmly on the battlefield and is one of the few members with little damage along with the character Ino. This is evidence that Kusakabe is concealing something. On the main stage of the decisive battle, the confrontation between Maki and Sukuna is becoming more tense and intense than ever before. The Cursed King begins to realize that the split-soul katana Maki is using is becoming more dangerous than ever, as it has the ability to inflict fatal, irrecoverable wounds on him. For this reason, Sukuna has decided to fight more seriously, no longer underestimating Maki as an easy opponent. After a brief conversation about Maki's beliefs and differences from other sorcerers at the end of the previous chapter, the two opponents continue their unrelenting battle. Not missing any opportunity to strike, Maki quickly dashes in and continuously swings her spirit-severing blade, slashing wildly toward Sukuna. However, this time the Cursed King uses both hands to barely block those life-risking strikes. Clearly, he has to seriously deal with this girl's combat skills to avoid fatal wounds to his soul. To augment her offensive power, Maki takes advantage of the building Sukuna destroys falling down to use as footholds for straight thrusting attacks against her opponent. However, faced with such a fierce offensive, Sukuna remains calm and seizes the opportunity when Maki is still airborne to hurl massive cars, which were mere obstacles, towards her. Not only that, he continuously unleashes direct slashing attacks towards Maki. That rare opportunity allows Sukuna enough time to grab Maki and attack her with a barrage of other slashes. Maki immediately has to sustain a great amount of damage from that onslaught of attacks. In this perilous situation, a new lifeline unexpectedly appears to support Maki. It is the character Ino, who has silently rushed in from behind Sukuna while he was intensely focused on attacking Maki. However, Ino overestimated his own abilities, unable to do more than provoke the Cursed King. Sukuna simply swats Ino away, sending him flying out of the building. It seems Ino's plan to surprise and defeat Sukuna has utterly failed. Not stopping there, right after swiftly dealing with Ino, Sukuna senses a new danger approaching from above. It is Kusakabe, accompanied by Nanami's sword carrying his cursed technique, a weapon powerful enough to endanger the Cursed King. The old master has silently moved up high and unleashes Nanami's formidable ratio technique attack towards Sukuna. However, despite the surprise ambush's strength from above, it still cannot trouble Sukuna much. He manages to react nonchalantly and uses both hands to block the fatal sword strikes. Next, the two remaining hands strike Master Kusakabe, sending him flying away. Then, While Kusakabe is in a difficult position, Maki rushes in from a distance. Using her attack on the pillars, she kicks them towards the Cursed King. Maki thinks she must finish off the Cursed King right now. Otherwise, even if Yuta is rescued, other problems will immediately arise. And then, the plan to defeat the Cursed King will not become a reality. Let's temporarily pause the battle between Sukuna and Maki for a bit. Let's discuss the narration in this frame. According to that, the narrator says, after Gojo's death, Hajime, Higuruma, and Yuta all used their extraordinary cursed techniques to confront the 1,000-year-old man. However, the one who has piqued the Cursed King's interest the most up until now, besides Gojo, is perhaps the one who has abandoned her cursed technique to achieve heavenly restriction, Zen and Maki. This is what interests Sukuna the most. Sukuna called Yuji a half-baked person. Looking back at our main character, you may understand Sukuna's point, right? Yuji is a character with immense physical strength. However, he cannot develop his physical abilities like Maki. Unlike Yuji, Maki has completely discarded everything to gain her current power. This is Sukuna's most exciting moment since the battle began. He seems to have decided to get more serious. Sukuna flings Maki out of the building, ripping off a piece of skin from her face. At this point, he also shouts excitedly, "Cursed techniques are just flesh and blood after all. That body is just bones and marrow. Your existence has negated being a sorcerer." The Cursed King then asks Maki, "Cursed technique or physical body? Which is worthier to hone one's strength?" And this battle will decide that question. As he finishes speaking, Sukuna launches a black flash strike straight at the body of the strongest sorcerer present on the battlefield. After the attack, Maki is knocked away far. This shocks Kusakabe into stunned disbelief. "You're kidding? Could I be the last one left?" Kusakabe's thoughts reflect the truth. However, the master doesn't want to believe it's reality. "Damn it, where's Itadori? Where's Choso? I should have withdrawn from the start, but how can I run away now at this point?" In general, the master's only thoughts now are to run, run, and run. Protecting his own life has always been his top priority. After defeating Maki, Sukuna slowly turns towards Kusakabe, as if affirming, "You'll be next." Kusakabe recalls someone's words in his mind. "Can you do it?" The ending image this week is Kusakabe pondering to himself, "Will I kill Sukuna?" And that is the ending point of the latest chapter. Based on the current situation, Yuta's chances of survival have likely increased significantly when Gege allowed his beloved daughter to spoil her that Yuta has a very high chance of being healed and returning to participate in the battle. Additionally, Gege has not confirmed whether Higuruma is dead or not, because he only confirmed Gojo's demise for certain. So from now on, fans of the lawyer guy can breathe a sigh of relief and celebrate, awaiting Higuruma's return. As for Yuji, his absence in this chapter is absolutely necessary. Perhaps he is gradually recovering and will rejoin the battle in the next chapter. According to my guess, the possibility of Choso entering Yuji's body is very high, because that is the only way for Yuji to quickly upgrade his power. Finally, the one we have forgotten for so long has appeared, Kusakabe facing off against Sukuna. Although we know the outcome beforehand, I'm very curious about what the master can do to weaken the Cursed King. Because, according to the logic from the beginning, when a character appears, it should take away a source of the Cursed King's power, right? What do you all think about the battle between Kusakabe and Sukuna? Please comment and discuss with me in the comment section below. If you like it, hit like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell to support us. For now, goodbye, and see you again.